I just recently purchased a bunch of stuff for a new build. Still using my old computer. It's been very reliable, but it's an i7-6700 Intel CPU. I did upgrade, quote unquote, upgrade the GPU to that RTX 4060 8GB, but regret. I did that back in March. So back then there weren't as many interesting options. Anyways, first off, MSI, I bought two things right from their actual official website. They have a store. It had good pricing. Yeah, this is the box that it came in. The box had no padding in it, so the motherboard's flopping around. That's not a terrible thing, but I picked this thing up, which is really heavy, and guess what I find on the inside? It's a FedEx mailer with the SSD half out of the FedEx mailer. How is this acceptable? Now, hopefully this thing works, because it's going to be a hassle to deal with if it doesn't work. I haven't tried it, because to make a new PC build, you're generally getting a bunch of new components and then you have to get them all. And that's what it looks like on the inside. Way back in March, I bought this from Amazon and they didn't send it in an external box. And the thing is, with these GPUs, people would pay more resale value if the box is in good condition, right? So in this case, it was really damaged. I taped it up. Probably the worst situation I've had is that the first time I got my CPU, which I didn't really get the CPU, is that it came in this box. This is again from Amazon. Now, to their credits, they very quickly sent a replacement, which it's not really a replacement. It's just like actually sending the thing to me. But the first one came like this. It's got their official numbering on there, right? And then this is what it came in. It's just an empty box. So what the heck, Amazon? I'm a Amazon affiliate, Amazon associate, but they really need to work on their processes and things to make this not happen, because it's very concerning. It's a $300, $400, $500 thing, and when you send an empty package, not good. However, I just got the replacement. In that case, it came in this box with no padding. That's the condition it came in. Now the CPU's probably pretty rugged, especially these ones that don't have pins on them. I'm looking forward to this build. I'm going to do simple like unboxings of each component for a video, and I'll also do some type of a full build video. The direction I'm going with this build is kind of old school, because it has 5 1/4 bays on the case itself, and I have a SD card multi-reader thing that is UHS-2. I do a lot of photography on my main channel, so you can check that out. And then I'll be doing some Blu-ray stuff. I've never messed with the writable Blu-rays, but again, with the photography and stuff like that, looking for alternate solutions to backing up photos. In the United States, the ideal situation is to have a Microcenter nearby, but in my case, the closest Microcenter is like an hour and a half away, so I'd be spending gas money going there. Tolls, in my case, in Illinois, you have to pay tolls. So that's not ideal, although that is a fun trip. In my specific city, we have a Best Buy, and it does have PC components, but the pricing is generally pretty bad, and the selection also is not great. They did have some of the AMD CPUs that I looked at, but I think it was 8 cores and it was more expensive than this that I got on Amazon. So you take the trade-off of getting generally a better experience locally or saving money. In my case, saving money is a big deal at the moment. So yeah, hopefully this works. Hopefully everything works without hassle, because that just adds to it if a component doesn't work. That's part of the hobby, part of the fun in a way, but it's also I just need the thing to work, to do work, make videos, all that. If you have similar situations or other suggestions, let me know in the comments. It's kind of tech, I suppose. See ya.